My sister often gave my daughter gifts, always in pairs, 2 dolls, 2 shoes. When I asked why, she laughed. When I looked at her childhood record, I found out I was a twin, and my other. Part 1. The Perfect Facade. It was a scene out of a dream. The house looked perfect from one angle, like something out of Pinterest. Everything was clean, neatly arranged, and everything was in its place. The week would start, and my sister and I would meet up. Sometimes, we'd talk about our daughters, and I began to notice something peculiar in the way she showed affection towards mine. "How are you?" Her smile always gleamed, like a character from a movie. "All good, thanks," I replied, "but what's the deal with these gifts you keep sending?" She laughed, and in my mind, I thought, do you even realize how cunning that smile is? Part 2. The Unspoken Reality. These little gestures were starting to accumulate. She would always send my daughter things in pairs, 2 dolls, 2 shoes, and occasionally a matching set of clothes. There was something particularly odd about these gifts, but I never said anything. "Why do you keep asking?" I joked one day. "Just because." "What do you think?" she answered, laughing. It all seemed fine, but something else was happening beneath the surface. There was no truth in her words, and I knew something was being hidden. Part 3. The Discovery. One day, I came across her childhood record when a family document came into my hands. It stated that I had been a twin and that I had another sister, one who was never mentioned. And then, the truth hit me like a ton of bricks. My sister had always been close to this other sister, and she had never acknowledged this fact in her life. It was that moment when everything started to make sense. The gift she sent in pairs, those were actually tokens, a comfort, an unintentional critique. She had never been able to include her other sister in her life, and that was why she sent my daughter the very same things she had wished for her twin sister. Part 4. The Power of Subtlety. A question lingered in my mind. Did she know? Was she truly unaware that I was a twin? Or was she deliberately ignoring this fact? Our conversations now had an undercurrent. Every word, every smile had become a tactic. Occasionally, she'd make a subtle insult disguised as pleasantness, and I'd never quite catch it. She would laugh so sweetly, but her eyes hid a strange irony. "All good, honey," she would say, and I knew exactly what lay behind those words. Part 5. The Silent Victory. Months later, I made a tiny remark in front of her friends that struck a chord with her. "By the way, your daughter is really lucky." "What do you mean?" she asked, slightly taken aback. "Well, those dolls and shoes. Always in pairs, like she's making up for someone else's absence." It was a small moment, but it was huge for her. She went silent immediately. Her face darkened, and her smile took on a hard edge. She knew that I had figured it out. Conclusion: the subtle defeat. Everything seemed fine still, all civil, as she returned to her perfect home. But that little remark, that single look, which only she noticed, had changed everything. She knew she had lost, but it would never be revealed. Her world would never know that behind her smile, something else was hidden. If you enjoyed this story, please take a moment to like and subscribe for more captivating content. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us keep creating these stories just for you. Thank you for being part of our journey. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated.